In a quiet neighborhood where the houses were close together and the streets were always clean, something strange happened every night at midnight. A black wooden door would appear, as if placed there by an invisible hand, sometimes on a wall, sometimes in the street, and once even inside somebody's living room. Nobody dared to open it because they were afraid. Afraid of what? No one knew. But whatever it was, it must be terrible. Otherwise, why would a door that appeared overnight disappear again before sunrise every single day? People came up with all sorts of stories about the door. Some said it was a portal to hell. Others claimed it led to a parallel world full of monsters. Then there were those who believed the door had no other purpose than to test people's will, to see if they were strong enough to resist its mysterious call. But one night, a young boy named David decided he could wait no longer. He wanted to know what lay behind the door, even if it meant facing his fears. And so, when the clock struck 12 and the door materialized on the wall by his house, he did not run away like everyone else. Instead, he stood still and pushed the door open. He pushed with all his might, but it didn't budge. Then he tried to pull it, but that didn't work either. So he started to push again, this time with all the strength he had in his little body. And just as the first rays of sunlight began to peek over the horizon, the door swung inwards, revealing a long, dark hallway. David stepped inside and closed the door behind him. He walked down the hallway, trying to make out shapes in the gloom, and soon noticed something strange. The walls on either side of the hallway were lined with lanterns that flickered and danced, casting grotesque shadows that writhed and twisted on the floor. As he moved further into the hallway, the lanterns seemed to come to life, one by one, revealing the images they contained. And David's heart skipped a beat as he realized what these pictures were. They were moments from his own past. He saw himself as a baby being cradled by his mother, moments from his earliest childhood memories. He saw himself as a toddler taking his first steps, as a young boy making friends at school, as a son helping his father fix a leaky pipe under the kitchen sink. There were happy days and there were mistakes, kind words and unkind words, laughter and tears, hugs and fights, lullabies and good nights. All of these moments, all of these emotions, all of these memories, they were all his. The hallway stretched endlessly in front of him, and he walked and walked until he could walk no more. Then he saw another door at the end of the hallway. It was slightly ajar, and light spilled out from between the cracks. Voices were coming from behind the door. They were whispering his name. They were calling him closer. And as he reached out to push the door open, the lanterns around him started to go out one by one, plunging him into total darkness. Then the door disappeared behind him, vanishing into thin air, leaving him alone in the pitch-black hallway with nothing but his memories. The next night, the door reappeared. It materialized in a new part of town, materializing in front of a young girl who lived in a big house at the end of a long driveway. She looked at the door, then knocked on it, and it opened as if inviting her inside. She stepped through the doorway, and David was never seen again.